Hello Year 3 and welcome to Tuesday the 9th of February's maths lesson. Today we are again naming amounts of money. It's going to be a little bit easier for you, especially if you're at home, if you can have the coins today. So if you can find them or maybe even just draw them and cut them out, something like that, that would be really helpful. Okay, so we've got Lulu here and she's made a rule. She said there is more than £10 but less than £11, and here's the amount of money. So pause me here and see if you can work out whether Lulu is right. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you had a go at that one. How can we tackle this then? How could we work out whether Lulu is right? She thinks more than 10 but less than 11. So she thinks it's in between these numbers. Right, yeah, of course, we need to add it up, don't we? So really obviously in front of us here, we've got two £5 notes. So we can start with that one because we know that must make 10. So we know that we've already got £10 to start with. Now we come down to the coins. Now we need to use some number facts here to make this easier for us. We can see we've got coins of different denominations, but they're harder to add up unless we use some number facts. So 50 is a good one to start with because it gives us a larger chunk. So I'm going to take 50 and I'm going to take a 20, a 20 and a 10. Can anyone tell me why? Well done, that's absolutely right. If I've got 50 and a 20 and a 20 and a 10, that takes me up to my 100. If I know I've got 20 and 20, that's 40 and another 10. So what I've done is I've put two 50s together to give me another £1. So I've got £1. And then I've got this 20 and this 10 left over, which I can bring together to give me 30 pence. Okay then, so we need to bring all this back together to work out actually how much Lulu had. So I had £10 here, plus my £1 that we brought together over here. So that's 10 and one more is 11. So I know that I've got £11, but I also had this extra, didn't I? That's right. So we had £11 and 30 pence. So was Lulu right? She wasn't, was she? We had more. So this number here, this less, we didn't. We had more than 11. We had £11 and 30 pence. Okay then. So this is showing us how we've just done that. We've taken the larger coin, the 50, and using what we know, we've made £1. We've used two 20s and a 10 to make another 50. This has given us £1. Here it is. It's come down here to give us a whole £1, 100 pence, and then the 30 left over. Okay, £1 and 30 pence plus the 10. Right then, let's have a go at some more of these. So can we find the amount of money shown below? We've got many more coins here and they're in different orders and places. So I've already got my large £10 note. So I'm going to bring that straight over and start with my whole 10. Now we know, don't we? Here I've got an arrangement. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's quite easy, isn't it, Year 3? If we've got 5 2s, we know that's another £1, isn't it? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Well, of course, 100 pence is another £1. So that gives me 11. Now down here is where it gets a little bit trickier because I'm going to look at my 50 first. That's where I'm going to start because my 50, of course, is my largest coin here. Then I'm going to add this 20 on because it's, again, the next largest. So I've got 50, 60, 70. And then I'm going to take these 3 to make up the whole £1. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, £1. So I've taken all of these here. I've taken these out. And I need to keep note of the fact there that I've got another £1. Now I've got 10 and 20 pence left over. So here's my 20 pence. I'm going to put a little p here because I don't want to get confused between what's my pounds and what's my pence. So bringing it over here then, Let's add it all up. £10, £11, £12. I've got 12 whole pounds and 20 pence. There we go. Well done, everybody. Okay, we can show that like this. Okay, here are my whole pounds. 10, 1 whole pound, 2 whole pounds, and 10 left over. I did mine the other way, but whichever way you've done it, this left, right side or right side, as long as you've ended up with £2. Right then, for the guided practice, there's lots of people's different purses here and the contents. Have a go. You can pause me, have a go. See if you can count up the amounts of coins, or work it out with me if you prefer. So first one, here, A. I'm going to start with the biggest coin. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I already know 2, 2, 1 and 5 would make me 10. So I know very easily I've got 100 pennies, which is the same as £1. Coming across to B, now straight away I'm looking here again for what's going to make this easier for me, and I've spotted 2 50s. So I already know there I've got £1. I'm going to start by writing out my £1. Then how many pence? 20 plus another 20 is 40. I've got 40 there. 2, 42, and 1, 43. 43 pence. Okay, coming down to C. Now then, let's have a look here. Which coins do I recognise as being easier to use or larger? Ah, here are my 20s. Now I'm going to find 5 of them. The reason I'm finding 5 of them is because that I know gives me £1 to start off. I'm going to make a note of it. That's £1 already. Now I'm going to count up my silver coins first because they're larger. So I've got 20, 10 is 30, 35 and 40. So I've done these ones. I'm going to mark them off. That gives me 40 pence. I'm going to make a note of it. And then I've got 2, 4, 5 and 6. I'm making a note so I don't lose any. Okay, so I know here, do be careful. Make sure that you're remembering this is pence and this is a pound. Okay, so keep a little note for yourself so that you don't get confused. Okay, £1 and 46 pence. Remember, it's only a pound when it goes over the 100. Okay, coming over to D, I'll change my colour so you don't get confused. All right then, 50. Oh, no, I've got 3 20s this time and a 50. Slightly trickier to see because one of these 20s I'm going to break in half. I obviously can't actually break it in half, but what I mean is I'm going to split it into a 10 and a 10. So in my mind, I'm going to make this one 2 10s like that. And I'm going to need one of those 10s to make my whole pound. Here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take one of these 10s with me here so that I can make a whole pound out of it. I've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 with this half here. So here's my £1, I've made it. I've got my 10 left over. Here's my other bit of 10 left over from my 20. So I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pence. And that way I counted across over the 100 to give me a little bit more. To give me 10 more, exactly. £1 and 14 pence. Okay then, let's come down here. Now I've got the same thing again here. I've got £5 to start off with, my £5 note. So I've got that one, put a dot there because I don't need to do anything with that. I know I've got 5. Now I've got the same thing here, so I'm going to split this coin just in my mind to give me my 2 10s. And that makes it easier for me to count how many whole pounds I've got. So here I've got my 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and my 10 to make £1. So with my 5 and my pound here, I've got £6. Dot those because I know I've counted them. Now I've got my 10 left over from my 20, and 5 is 15, and one more is 16. I'm going to keep a little note of that here, and then I'm going to check I've got it all before I write my answer in. Here we go. So £6, my 5 plus my one more 6, and my 16 pence. Okay, last one. I've got a £20 note here, dot to show I've got it. Now this time, I'm not going to look at this larger coin because I've got something easier to use. Have a look here at what I'm circling. Yes, that's right, year 3. I've got 5 20s, which gives me £1 straight away. So I've already got 20 and 1. I've already got £21 I can see really easily. Then I've got 50, 2 and 1. 53 pence. Bring them together. £21 and 53 pence. Okay. Now your activity looks like this today, worksheet 2. I'll pop it up for you to have a look at. This is what you're going to go through. 2 sheets, and you've got different amounts of money to add up. I will put the answers back on for you in a moment, and here is your extension. So go back and look at the in focus, and if you had all of the coins on this page, how many ways could you make £1 if you used all of these coins? Obviously the simplest one would just be using the pound. You could do 2 50s, but what other methods could you use? Here are today's answers. I hope you got on well with that. Well done everybody, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.